locked in combat with Isond Kalir, the Motley Man, a devious and dangerous denizen of Leng. The heroes pulled no punches as the creature moved to defend itself. Casting aspersions and threats, the Motley Man and his giant crawling hand were eventually and soundly defeated, outnumbered and disadvantaged by the tight-quartered battleground. But upon defeat, the Motley Man simply dissolved into the air, and as he vanished, he continued to cast lingering threats of his return. Left behind were his weapon and a single pendant that dangled 1/5 of a pentagram. Suspecting it may be a tool needed for a mystery not yet discovered, the heroes resolved to keep an eye out for more. Searching the quarters of the Motley Man, more evidence was found of his tampering with many other lives. Withered hands nailed to the walls like trophies, and the dead body of his most recent victim, Jedzeli. Feeling they had covered their flank, Kruka destroyed the old hag's prison chamber and took her magic items, including a bag of holding with which they teased Duffy as a potential companion. Recommitting themselves to their task, the heroes ventured to a northern passage that opened to the round shape at the foot of the Gauntlight far above. Broad hallways leading in each cardinal direction reached out from this center point, and straight to the north stood a strange sight. A Barbazu facing away from them all seemed to try and instruct a group of Grothlut flesh warps. The heroes prepared and quietly advanced with precision, with Lump and Kruka poised to strike at the back of the bearded devil, and the rest at a safe distance, ready to quell the mindless soldiers.
Hey there, creatures and denizens of the North. We have a favor to ask of you. We want you to go out there and tell one friend about our shows. Word of mouth is so important for a grassroots network like ours, and each and every one of you can help a new listener find us just by mentioning one of our shows to a friend, a DM, or some rando in the streets that looks chill. We'd also like to remind you that we've got a free public Discord where some of our most dedicated fans hang out at unchartednorth.com/Discord. We'd love to hear from you. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Bring it on. And if you really like what we do, you can help us create these shows and get some cool other rewards while doing it at patreon.com/unchartednorth. That's it. Enjoy the show, baby!
Has anyone ever been in a situation where you felt outnumbered?
Yeah, I've been in lots of fights.
And were these fights you versus a mob of people?
Oh no, I was I was part of the mob.
Oh, you were part of the mob. So you.
Oh wait, it's the other way. No, I've been on both sides, honestly.
So you have a tendency, Cam. You're saying to outnumber and beat people up.
Just by sheer size, I think I count as at least two people. So.
Oh.
So even a one-on-one's outnumbering someone.
Yeah,
it's always one way or another, but never a fair fight.
It's never. I am the Jujutsu Kaisen of fights. Somebody will get that reference and they'll appreciate it, but it won't be anybody on this show.
Yeah, no idea what that means. I still laughed though,
Yep.
because that's what I do. I just laugh.
Typical.
No, but yeah, I've been outnumbered. LARP events, fights in general. Like, yeah, like I mean, is there something you're going for with this? Or?
I was just kind of thinking about how your party size is larger than it's ever been, and you're still outnumbered at the moment. I think it's just kind of sprung to mind. Oh, this is like team versus team, but they still got one up on you.
No.
or two, actually.
Freeman just didn't want to come in with a bad segue for Christmas. So he reverse engineered this question in order to have a segue.
Excuse me, I'm pretty sure Kruka's got a present waiting for this Barbatsu right now, so I was ready. Thank you very much.
Hey!
Scott, just because you deny the fact that you've been outnumbered doesn't mean you can't bite.
I don't know. I've been outnumbered in my life. Like
Everyone here thinks you don't hate
in
enough
math
things.
class when everyone was smart and I wasn't. And
You took this a different direction. I appreciate it.
I tried.
I have not. No, I fit right in. I'm 5'10". Doorways are made for me, and that's about
Wherever
it.
Duncan
Yeah.
goes, he's on the side. He's on both sides, or any side that exists. That's why they call him the Great Mediator.
Bold, even keel dunk.
No,
eh?
actually, they call me the Great Mediator because
All balancing
because
act
I eat,
forms.
like massive deli sandwiches, and then he'd say, "Oh, Great Mediator."
Oh,
God damn.
Oh,
Fuck.
cut his mic.
Get him out of here.
damn!
At least someone said something with a little bit of enthusiasm.
Hey, look! I'm getting outnumbered right now.
Boo! Boo!
So actually, yeah, I have been outnumbered a lot with reactions just like that one.
Hey, man, they're not all going to be hits, you know?
Give them aren't.
That's how I do it on the show, is just sheer volume of bad jokes, and then eventually one will trickle in.
Yeah, we're paying them for gold, baby.
James, you ever been outnumbered?
Yeah, all the time. It feels like some days.
I knew you were gonna say all the time. I just knew it.
Well, I mean, it's my fault. I tend to take an antagonist stance because I think it makes my life more interesting.
James also tends
It's
to.
no fault of anybody else.
From my experience, James also tends to put himself into positions in which there's. I mean, this kind of applies to anybody, but James especially, always in a position in which when another person doesn't get their job done, it usually impacts him pretty brutally. So I've seen him in times where not so much outnumbered as much as the only one actually getting the job done properly, surrounded on all sides of ineptitude. I feel like.
Yeah, some days.
Yeah.
Some days more than others.
The most pissed off guy in the group project every single time.
I do tend to position myself at pivotal points in a project, and unfortunately that does mean relying on other people, which is one of my least favorite things in the world, but it needs to be done for group work, and sometimes it's very rewarding, like with this show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we haven't failed. We haven't failed him enough for him to quit yet. So keep on.
At time of recording.
I think you misunderstand the dynamic. I would fire all of you first.
Yeah.
Oh, that's just it. That's
One of us has everything registered in their name.
James's
And
motto,
it's not
3 can
scooped.
work on a group project if 2 are dead.
Just be this macabre weekend at Bernie's kind of situation. The Uncharted Bernie's.
Okay, no.
Just a bunch of corpses sitting in front of webcams in James's house.
I'd love to see James try to do an impression of any of us, trying to pretend we're still alive.
It would be terrible.
James, do me first. Do me first. There it is. He's got the sigh.
I would just end up doing my best Macho Man impression.
Work yourself to death there, brother.
Hell yeah, brother.
Red or dead, brother.
Now you go, Dunk. Now you go.
Can you smell what the brother's cooking?
Nope. Didn't work. Well, I mean, let's get to it, shall we? Let's have a little gang fight here. Oh, the old Barbazu and Grothlets versus the heroes of Otare. Just a little recap on what just happened at the end of the last episode. You all managed to somehow sneak. How many feet was it? I'm sorry.
A lot.
Dozens.
About 85 feet up behind this Barbazu, who is, in all fairness, pretty well distracted. But I can't believe how close you made it. Duncan, or Krucka, is 15 feet away, and Lump is like 5 feet forward and to Krucka's left as well. It's ridiculous. Be mindful of your ranges and your spells there in the backcasters. But I want to give it... I'm just saying. I'm trying to help. In any case, so everyone can have a hero point. I guess Scott can have one too, since it is the holidays. Whatever. Just like, that was awesome. I can't believe you made it up that close. And like, Krucka's got heroism on. 2 of them are invisible right now. And everyone's like kind of in pretty prime positions, and we're going to see how this goes down. I haven't rolled the initiative for all these creatures yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll it right now for all the creatures, and it is still Krucka's turn. The last thing Krukka did was spend an action moving forward, and then is spending the next action throwing his acid flask moderate, I believe it is.
It is moderate, yep.
Okay.
I'm stupefied.
All right, and because this Barbazu is got its back to you and hasn't noticed you yet, is going to be flat-footed to this attack, Dunk. So roll it on up.
Okay, coming in hot with a 33.
Yeah, that's a crit.
Let's go.
I like this.
You just brain this guy with the bottle of acid.
Okay, so 8 acid damage.
Okay, that's crit damage.
That is crit damage.
Okay.
Plus, you will take 2d6 persistent acid damage.
Okay.
And there's 2 acid splash, but he is not close to anything.
Okay. There's actually 2 times 2d6 persistent damage.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's how math works.
So that's going to be great. Can't wait to take that. But yeah, you just brain this guy. Oh! Acid now all over his back. You have 1 action left. What do you got?
Get angry, I guess. Fly into a rage.
Raging it up. Okay, fly into a rage. You are no longer invisible. You've revealed yourself as an attack. And Lump, you're up.
Lump is going to stride forward next to the Fiend and lift their arm up, spraying out a shower of bones at 4 of the Grothlets in the back.
At 4 of the Grothlets. Okay.
So I need
give me
some
a cone there.
reflex
Yeah,
saves.
sweet. Reflex saves. 4
I
reflex
believe
saves.
you are still silenced.
Oh, right, I am so silenced. Wait, am I? Just as invisible.
Should be.
I thought that
I
we
haven't
canceled it.
dismissed it yet.
Okay, then never mind. I don't do that.
Okay.
I wait
Maybe,
until.
maybe I did dismiss it.
I thought that you did the previous turn, but I don't remember and I don't see it.
I don't remember either.
Somebody deleted the chat. I will work on the assumption that I am still silenced and will thus I guess I'll delay.
Delay. Okay. Glash's
Well,
turn.
if it's not on your token, then you.
Yeah, I
wouldn't-
feel like it's
because
probably not
Krucka was
there.
all
I
up to
feel like
date.
just go for it.
Okay.
Because I wouldn't have removed it. Or it
Okay.
wouldn't have been removed.
Listeners, this is James from the future punching in. We're recording this in the future. It's been about a month. It feels like it anyway.
Not far off.
Okay. Then yeah, these 4 will need to give me a reflex
Okay.
save.
4 reflex saves coming your way. Oh boy. 23?
That is a failure.
Shit. 19?
That is a failure.
17?
That one succeeds. No, not really.
I'm sorry, what?
That one fails.
Failure or critical failure? Just fail?
It's not a. 14 will be a critical.
Okay. Another 17. So they all fail.
All right. They will take 11 points as I roll a 10 and a 1 on the 2d10. And then they will all take 1 point of persistent bleed damage. That gets rid of my invisibility, and that is my turn.
Wicked. So step up, just bone spray. Bah, 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 and all of these Growlithes are just like staring at this Barbazu, who just got, again, brained. And it's going to be it's Glash's turn, sorry. Glash in the back.
Glash is going to rub his hands together and to say, I'd really like to apologize, Lump. And then cast Fireball into the room.
Hey.
I think his voice sure changed.
Yeah, I thought I was doing Glash. No, you can do Glash. Glash is all you. Those were his verbal components. I just gotta get all high pitched.
Because he's back in Glash. Because he's back in
It's
Glash.
his singing voice.
And you have the range on that, do you?
500 feet? I think so.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, and for the listeners too, we changed up some of Glash's spells because we realized I realized
Druid.
off mic that he's a prepared caster. So the last time they rested, I let Cam probably not my smartest move, but I let Cam choose the some sweet spells. I don't think that's catching Lump.
No,
though.
it's not.
It's not. Okay,
It was,
so
it was a flavor call out.
Oh, flavor call. Okay, it's just singeing Lump's eyebrows if they had any.
His eyebrows are technically his mustache.
Their eyebrows. Scott.
Their eyebrows.
Okay,
Apologies.
so you need reflex save from everyone.
7 reflex saves.
Okay, let's see. Grothlot, critical failure. Grothlot failure. Grothlot failure. Grothlot failure. Grothlot critical failure. Grothlot critical failure. Okay, so this one fails, or critical fails, and the 2 on the right critically fail, and everyone else is a failure, including the Barbazu. Oh my God.
Yeah,
Oh,
baby.
So on 66, I got 30.
Whew.
Yeah.
So full damage and critical and double damage.
Yep.
Okay, so let me just put that all in there. Bam! Oh, what an open.
I don't think he'll ever get any better than that. I think that might be.
one
but
of the Grothlots is dead. Just so you know. That's gonna be 3 Grothlots dead.
Oh my god.
Did Abregard take some?
If they are what I think they are, then no, they are me.
Indeed, you are correct. No fire damage to the Barbazu.
And then last action does their silly little dance.
Okay, silly little dance.
I lied. They'll move forward 20. Oh god, they have a 15-foot move speed. Yeah, we'll go ahead and move up 4.
Okay, just get a little closer. Next up is the Barbazu, who's just like, just starts swearing in Infernal, and just turns to see, who hit him in the back of the head, only to have a fireball explode behind him. It turns his attention back around again, sees 3 Grothlets down, and then is going to just starts like screaming orders at the Grothlets to attack. And he's going to charge down towards Krucka and is going to lunge at him with the wriggling beard on his face. And that's going to be that's not great. Natural 4, 19 to hit.
No, sir.
Not going to do it. And then is going to swing with his glaive with a 30 to hit.
That will do it.
Okay. So you are going to take 14 slashing and evil damage.
Okay.
and also 1d6 a permanent or a persistent bleed. Permanent bleed. Damn.
Hemophilia.
Eh.
And you may remember that a Barbazu's bleed is not fun to recover from.
Nope.
As it hits you with Infernal Wound. You see a DC 20 flat check in order to get rid of it.
Yikes.
And that is going to bring us to a Grothlot, which is going to charge towards Lump and go for... actually, so at this point, they... as soon as the Barbazu just, like, yells a command and runs forward, you just hear the 3 remaining Grothlots start to, like... No! In this, like, big, like, cacophonous, like, chorus-like moan. And,
Are they harmonizing?
yeah, they're trying their best, yeah, but they're not very good at it. They're harmonizing in different keys, but not in the good way. And as like the sort of cinders and everything like settle at this big scene, you could see like where the Grothlots sat, where they're like died. There's just like acid spewed all over the floor, and like all over the other Grothlots. And this Grothlot is going to, let me just double check a thing here.
Would you say it was a barbershop Grothlet?
No, I wouldn't. I would not say that at all.
That was actually good,
I refuse to say that, actually. So, just gonna throw the little sign out there. As this moan happens, there's an aura. Look, are you proud of me? I remembered to put something on the map for the auras. I'm a good GM.
Hero point. All of us for you doing that.
So within 60 feet of any of these Grothlots, which is going to, I think, it's going to include Glash at this point. So, yeah, now that they started moaning, Lump and Krucka and Glash all roll me a will save.
Lump rolled a 12 for a 28. Glash rolled a 16 for a 30.
Okay. And Krucka?
10 on the die for a 23.
Okay, you are all good, and you're immune for 1 minute. You're good to go.
Okay.
These are low-level creatures. And let's get a claw attack out at Lump. 2 claw attacks are definitely going to miss for a 14 and a 13. Izori.
Critical failures.
We get some... I got to roll some recovery checks. I forgot to take
did
some
the
bleed damage.
Barbazu take the persistent acid?
Oh, it didn't. No, let me just roll up there and add that. 14 acid damage. Woo! And fails the recovery check. Thank you for that, Cam. Zora, yeah, what can you do to this to add to this mayhem?
Izori points her rapier straight down towards the Barbazu, brings it in, places her left hand over her glove, and draws it up, and this gilded facsimile of the Barbazu appears, and she just starts to put pressure on it as it starts to cave and fall as if under the weight of a day, and she spends her first 2 actions casting Day's Weight. Can I get a Fortitude save, please?
Fortitude save coming your way. 24.
24 is a failure. You are fatigued and enfeebled for the duration, which is 1 minute.
Okay. Enfeebled and fatigued. Oh, that is brutal.
Not sustained.
Hell yeah.
For 1 minute?
Yep.
Yeah, 1 minute.
Not sustained.
Which is the duration of the spell.
Hot damn. Okay. Anything else from you?
Yeah, she will move her full complement, which I'm struggling to find, 25 feet. So she'll move 25 feet, but she will hug the walls of this circular room.
Okay. Next up is Tulak. Finally.
Okay, Tulok, staring down the hall, looks at this devil and says, "Back to hell with you, devil! We'll take you down and all your minions!" And is going to roll to intimidate. So 33 on the die.
33 on the die.
33 total.
You heard him.
Heard him.
Oh, I'm not supposed to roll a D100 on this?
What has Foundry done? Okay, 33 against my will DC.
I believe.
That's gonna be a critical success.
Ooh, frightened too.
You are fucking this guy up. So Frightened 2.
Away.
Why could I never find the status effects? Here we go. Frightened 2. Oh man.
Okay.
This is bad.
And then Tulok wipes his hand across the face of the devil in the distance and will cast Daze upon it. So I would like a basic will save.
Okay, basic will save from the Barbazu. Oh, 13.
Ooh, that is
Nice.
going to be a critical failure.
Oh, it's gotta be.
But
yeah.
I don't believe that this has a critical failure effect.
Days?
Yeah.
I don't know, does it? Sometimes it's in the description.
Double
If it
damage.
critically fails to
somewhere.
save, it's stunned 1.
Oh, nice. Last line of the spell. Should have read it.
Should have read it.
So it's going to be 14 points of mental damage and then stunned 1.
14 points of mental.
All of the
Oh wait,
debuffs.
hold on. It's a basic will save, and I critically failed. So that's double damage.
Yep.
Fucking
Yeah.
right. Okay, 28.
So 28 damage.
Stack it up.
Boom. And stunned 1. this guy was not ready for this. Whoo boy. Looking real rough. Okay. Next up is I don't know, the pointlessness of Grothlet, I guess.
It's a 20 on every
Gonna-
die, Freeman.
It's gonna roll up to Lump and start attacking. 26 to hit?
That will miss. If you had moved one more square, I would have been off guard.
Yeah, mindless creature.
That's fair.
Yeah, gonna miss, and then the next one's gonna come up as well and just kind of roam up to you and try the same thing. 29 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay, you're gonna take 13 slashing. And just roll some recovery checks here. Taking my 1 bleed damage. And 2 of them have recovered, 1 of them has not. We're at the top of the effective round 4, but round 2 of actual combat. Krucka!
Oh, I'm so sorry. Real quick, that last one that hit me, gonna go ahead and hit him with a little blood vendetta.
Okay.
How dare you
Nice.
make me bleed my own blood? I need is it will save? Yeah, will save.
Will save, yeah. 14.
That is a critical failure, my friend. You take. Oh, you'll take it at the end of their turn. So, yeah, 2d or 4d6 damage at the end of their turn.
I'll take 46 damage at the end of the Grothlet's turn.
Yeah, like because they hit me,
Okay.
and then their turn ends. They take the bleed damage that gets applied to them. So it's 46 bleed damage.
Okay, so they're taking it right now.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. Dead. Definitely dead.
Okay.
Well, he had 8 HP, so I'm pretty sure that's...
This is great.
Let's do
Sure
more
is that
stealth
if you jump
missions.
the enemies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, now it's Krucka.
Okay, Krucka was going to trip this Barbazu because he thought it was going to be a tough fight, but instead, because he just saw it get fucked up by all kinds of spooky nonsense, he's just going to change his grip on the butchering axe and take a swing.
Yeah, baby.
36 to hit.
That is a big old crit.
Okay.
Jesus Christmas.
So now I don't feel so bad about forgetting to mention the rage damage. So he will be dealing fire damage. That's not going to go through, but 36 slashing and then 16 fire on top of that.
Barbazu dead. Barbazu very dead.
Bye.
Also had 8 HP left. You just see like as he's just getting fucked up, he's just like he goes to turn towards Lump and it's like fucking traitor. Just taken down by the axe. All right, that's one swing. What do you got?
Yeah, so third action, he will just stride 25 feet to the north. Get in there with some Grothlets and end his turn.
Okay. And Lump.
Lump will quickly shuffle step to the left to get into the flank against the Grothlet with Krucka, and then we'll bring down their Cold Iron Morningstar hand arm appendage to attempt to bash it in the head for a 27 to hit.
Yeah, it's a big ol' hit. Not a,
Okay.
crit with flat-footed.
Hey.
No, right?
Crit with off guard.
That is a 34 points of damage
Okay, dead.
Me.
as I smash through its head, just crumping it to the ground. Oh, Krucka, I just realized if we combine our names, it'd be Crumping. And then for my third and final action, I will go ahead and just try to swing at the one to the north of me for a 25 to hit.
That hits.
Way less this time. Oh, that was the wrong weapon that would do that. Hang on. There we go. 13 points of damage.
Okay, also dead.
Is it weird that Lump is just using their arm as a Morningstar to cave people's heads in?
No. Perfectly normal.
Yeah,
Not weird at all.
Weird compared to what?
Yeah.
The woman who has a cat tattoo that turns into a real cat? The giant orc that sets himself on fire?
I just mean because they have
Or
brain
the
bits
fortune
all
teller
over their arm
that
now.
constantly throws bricks around with his mind.
I'm just talking about the brain bits.
The brain bits.
Glass just like, I'm here too.
Did you guys see that fireball? Oh my god, it was amazing.
I kind of forgot something, but I kind of also didn't care too much. But Lump, will you give me a couple of courtesy reflex saves?
Sure.
Or sorry,
So
fortitude
20
saves. Fortitude saves.
Death
Okay.
throes.
All right. That is a 15 plus 15 for a 30. 15 plus 11 for a 26. And another 11 for a 26.
All right, I'm just gonna throw, and can I get one from Krucka as well? Just one.
a fortitude save?
Fortitude save, please.
That's my speciality. 37.
You're good.
Why'd you even ask?
Yeah. So, as these Grothlets like exploded, some of the acid just kind of flew all over the place, and some of it hit you, Lump, but you didn't take much damage.
Yeah, Lump is just sitting there sizzling, I guess. And
Yeah.
just like- I'm sorry, I'll let you describe.
I'll just say you.
It's not going to
guys-
make them uglier.
Yeah, you might remember. Yeah, you might remember the old disgusting demise that I think the first time we fought a Grothlet, it was a bit of a surprise. Way back when you fought Gralgust, the Morlock.
Yeah, didn't figure out where that plot line was going to go.
Yeah, the combat over. Congratulations.
Well, that was fun,
You mopped
guys, and we'll
the floor.
see you next week.
Hey,
Uh,
no big deal.
is
Merry
anyone else-
holidays.
Is anyone else injured or just me?
No, that was a leisurely breeze.
I'm glad to see that it worked out. And I'm going to go ahead and treat my wounds while.
Yeah, Krucka literally. Oh no, Krucka, you should have taken
Oh,
some bleed
yeah,
damage.
3, and the rest
Yeah.
came from the temp HP. Oh, yeah, that bleed damage, 1d6 at the end of my turn, eh?
Yeah, forgot to do that. So I'm just going to roll that real quick manually. It was 4 bleed.
Tis but a scratch.
Which and then
I didn't even use
roll
a
me-
spell slot.
Roll me a flat check, right?
See, this says DC 15 flat check. You said DC 20.
It is.
Alas, it was a 9.
Okay. Now we have the opportunity here to have someone run up and administer first aid and try and lower that if you want.
Oh, yeah. I can't fail. Oh, I guess I can because I'm still rolling that one.
Every dice has a
Oh,
1.
That's true. That's true.
Every day.
That is a 22 to give aid.
And a 27 to aid that aid.
Sure, that should be fine. Roll me another flat check after you take 3 more damage.
Oops. I didn't mean to roll damage there, but 5 on the recovery check.
Not great.
Nope.
Let's get some more medicine checks in there.
16 for a success to treat wounds. Or wait, is treat wounds? Is that a DC?
Yeah, it's a DC. Oh, to stop.
Equals 5.
DC is usually the DC of the effect. Yeah.
So it'd be the
It's a
level.
26 to aid lump.
26 will do it. Yeah.
That's just an aid lump.
Oh, yeah. But you rolled a natural 16 on the administer first aid. What's your bonus there, Lump?
Mine. 16.
You don't have a medicine.
It's 16.
So
I rolled it.
32?
Yeah,
so
it's
32. Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay. Great. Okay. In that case, that's like effectively a critical success. So I'll say the DC is now 10 for the next flat check.
Okay.
So take one more bleed, Krucka, and roll me a flat check for a DC 10.
Well, if I know my rolling habits, this is not going to go well.
It's gonna be a 9?
Yeah. Nudge fate.
Channel
would be
your
great
inner
right now.
physic.
You got a nudge fate kicking there, bud?
Yeah, I'll throw you a nudge fate.
I cast guidance.
And it is Christmas. Why don't you throw him a thoughtful gift while you're at it, Azori?
Nope.
No.
12. Woo.
Oh no! That's a success. Actually, I forgot. I just loaded 10.
Yeah,
Great. No longer bleeding.
It's a Christmas
Congratulations.
miracle.
This is great. Radio.
Okay.
Rage will come off. I think you still have heroism on.
Oh yeah, 9 more minutes of that, baby. That was a really quick fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were all CR3 and the Barbazu's CR5. So.
I meant to bring this up this morning before we woke up, but I was just maybe a little bit overeager to prove myself. And is there anything I should know? Because I was ready to smoke that Denizen of Ling the other day, and if there's anybody in here that I shouldn't just kill on sight, maybe if you could explain a little bit about what you're looking for.
Izori just shrugs, puts her rapier away.
Well, it can be hard to tell. When we first met you, we might have thought you were just one of them. And we've met ghouls down here who aren't just another one of them. So there are cases in which we should show mercy and friendship. But for the most part, we're killing everything. But we must take all the information we can before we do so. Maybe in this case we didn't, but I don't think this was going to be a talking fight.
Lump looks down at the ground sheepishly, realizing that they were the one that kind of did the call to action to go down here, just absolutely obliterate this encounter. I understand. I guess what I'm asking is, are you looking for anybody else down here besides Belcora?
Yes. There's one named Volok. Azanray Volok. Though he used to be, I've been told, a handsome drow. He's now just a mess of spiders. And I can't remember what else.
Leeches.
Leeches and cockroaches.
Cockroaches.
I just couldn't get the word maggot out of my head there, and so I...
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, we're looking for him as well. He's killed 2 of our friends. And we just keep losing him as he slips between our fingertips. But he is definitely an enemy.
I see. Would anybody be offended if I cast Detect Magic? I'm just trying to get an idea of what the gear situation is, the equipment that we are using.
It would be funny if anyone was actually offended by Detect Magic and just wasn't telling it to Dulak the whole time.
Dark's
No,
like,
how
I
fucking
refuse.
dare you.
How dare you? How dare you even suggest the matter?
My magic budgie smuggler.
Oh my god, does your... Wait, does your bag talk?
I'm a person, damn it!
Oh, I'm
Not
sorry.
just some sort of magical thing to throw around.
And what is your name?
Feed?
Little creature?
Hello, my name is Duffy Bindleford.
The answer to your question is yes, the bag does talk.
Tulok takes him off of his back and faces him forward.
He just waddles over like an Ewok, hand up.
Oh, hello. Nice to meet you.
Lump will like shift their hand back into a bloody hand and reach down to like shake the bag's hand, and then realize the bag doesn't have a hand, and just you see a single tear form in the side of Lump's eye as they realize this poor bag doesn't even have hands.
Yeah, and the bag just looks. Duffy just looks down at like this like sort of stump arm, and looks at yours and goes, "Lump bump," and holds it up.
Oh God!
Freeman, take a hero point. Freeman, take a hero point. God damn. But yeah,
Cole.
Christmas is canceled.
Lump will bump that lump, and will
Why'd you make that
proceed
noise?
to cast Detect Magic. And I assume be kind of blinded by stuff on Tulok that is a very high caster level.
If Duffy could glow from every seam, he definitely would. But
Yeah, well, you wouldn't
lots of
see the
magic.
staff of necromancy glowing on me.
Shout
Shout out to listeners who think I'm an idiot.
There was another.
They don't think they know.
That keeps coming up in the Discord, but they
You prove
no.
it every
I was
week.
referring to another object from another listener, from a patron.
Yes. The die.
The die.
What is that?
This came from the enemy Volok. It is called a dimensional incarnate enclosure. It is a very interesting magical item, and one that we have not yet explored that many times. For every time you use it, you have to bring it back to the sunlight in order to recharge. Here, take a look. And he hands it over to him.
Lump takes it and then throws it. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean,
No. So wait, does it need
That's
to be
fine.
charged? Does it need to be charged between each time, or is it just each face gets recharged?
Yeah, you can see it's pretty clear that it's unfinished and even partially broken. So it doesn't hold a charge very well. However, it's powered exactly. It's kind of hard to know. But the instructions do say that the power of sun or sunlight or some such can recharge it.
I'm loath to go to the surface. Do you know of any other ways to charge this?
well, I suppose a spell that had the bright light trait, none of which I have.
Why doesn't Tulok and actually I think just Tulok. Tulok, can you roll me a? Let me look at your skills actually to try and see what's most applicable for what you're good at.
Bookbinding.
Will you roll me an Arcana check?
I will. I'm not happy it's not occultism.
10
on the die, middling as fuck for a 22. You know what? Hold on. Don't answer that.
Well, no.
Hero point.
With hero points, you get to know if you succeed or fail first.
Natural fucking 20.
Hey.
32.
Nice.
Give me everything,
Oh.
sir.
Okay, I'm gonna set you up for success here. You try to rack your brain a bit, and you get a natural 20 by actually kind of dipping into your occult knowledge. And you realize, you remember, wait, we fought a creature with sunlight powerlessness. And we fought it by, down here, by exposing it to a light source. Actually, now that I think about it, Krucka should have rolled on this,
Yep.
because it was Krucka who put the lamp on it. It was the Spectre. In the room with the tables that you hit the switch and it dropped the bodies down. Well, you beat the shit out of that Spectre that should have fucked you all up. Those lights were magical lights that had basically the replication of sun.
Ooh.
Oh.
So in theory,
Oh, look at
you
that.
could go recharge that there instead of having.
And
it
that
sourced.
was the level above the arena.
Yeah, that was in the level that's called Belcora's Retreat, I think. I'm just double checking actually. No, I'm wrong. It is in the arena level. So I was thinking Belcora's Retreat, and that's why I guessed maybe it wasn't Krucka, but I was wrong. So it's the
I always
arena
get
level.
confused about those levels because they're like kind of similar, but not.
Yeah. The arena and the labs were really confusing.
real quick before we move on, is there any notable loot in here for us to yoink and throw in bags?
The Barbazu has the usual glaive, but also a pair of bracers you haven't seen on one of these creatures before.
Lump will take them off, and Azori, you seem like you have it together in terms of identifying things, given your profession. Would you mind taking a look?
And Tulok very quickly interjects and says, well, actually, Lump, first, you should give it to Duffy, and he'll let you know.
Wait, the bag talks and identifies magic items?
Eats them.
Oh,
Be more
Wait, why-
labels on them.
no, I can give you an idea of what sort of magical tradition it leans towards.
I see. And Lump will, like, cautiously, like, almost a little bit scared, feed the bracers to the bag.
Eat the brazier, Duffy.
It's like,
There.
Brace yourself.
Duffy's just like,
oh, I've never been fed so gingerly and delicately before. Thank you, Lump.
and Duffy can tell you that there is no particular leaning on this one, as with most.
Duffy, you side-eyeing son of a bitch. I know that undertone when I heard it.
Lump will take the bracers, hand them to Azori, and gently pat Duffy.
Roll me up any of the options.
Yeah, I just, for a second there, totally forgot what all the magic options were, but I found it again. It's a 26 for with occultism.
Does anyone want to aid?
I'll try.
I sure do.
I don't.
Sounds like a no.
25.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna go for it. This is what is known as a Drover's Band. It is a rare item. It's a black leather wrist guard that has bright red gem on the inside of the wrist. Faint glyphs and words of domination in Infernal swim inside the gem. Your words become harsh and clipped when you have this magic item invested. You can use a 3-action command once per day, and you can exert your will over a mindless creature within 30 feet. If the target is a mindless creature of 3rd level or lower, it must attempt a DC will save. If you are a devil, the target uses an outcome degree of success 1 worse. And basically, it's got if they get a critical success, they're unaffected. If they succeed, they're slowed 1 for 1 round. They fail, your creature is controlled by you for an hour, although it doesn't follow commands that are obviously self-destructive. And if it critically fails, the duration of being controlled is 1 day.
Neat.
So that Barbazu had been using that to slowly, very, very slowly train and kind of train new habits into these Grothlots. And that's why they were semi-obedient.
Duffy, does anyone want the item?
I don't know. Does anyone want the item?
Tulok is kind of looking at everyone else. He is fine.
Oh, I figured it was going to be tailor-made for you.
Tulok says, you know, I actually don't want this item. The mental effect it will have upon me. I already feel my power is making me dark enough. I don't need something ruling over my psyche, making me angry and short and clipped. It's not for me. It's not something I can give up. Anyone else, please.
Lump just shakes their head no.
Where are they?
They're on
They're
the
in Lump
Barbazu.
Cemetery, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Lump Cemetery? Okay, yeah. I just want to read the description again. I feel like Azori's probably interested.
Yeah.
I figured so.
She's
That's what I
already
was-
kind of harsh and short anyway.
Krucka mechanics-wise is already pretty full up on invested items, and but character-wise, would
Yeah, I was gonna
just
say-
look at his axe and say, "This is all I need for controlling others."
Ooh, I like that. Izori puts them on and somehow becomes slightly sweeter.
Yeah, I think she'll take him. Might as well.
Okay.
675 GP. Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a rare. What level is the item? It's a
7.
rare level 7 item. Yeah.
Whoa, the cold iron shield?
Oh,
is
it does have incapacitation.
1,300?
Yeah.
Yeah, cold iron's expensive, dude.
God damn, dude.
Do we perhaps want to go charge your dimensional incarnate enclosure?
Before you move on, I just want to turn your attention. You're having this conversation amongst all the acid and destruction of Viscera.
Yeah, what's north,
But
baby?
To the north of you is something very standout. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's effectively just this big open threshold and this big hole in the floor that leads downward. And there's these big, like, winches with chains on them going down. And just at the threshold of this floor, there's just this eerie red glow all around the area.
So Tulok is looking at this. Does it remind him of the blue glow that had the spirits and shit in it from earlier?
Ooh. Why don't you roll me an Arcana check? Your new favorite.
12 on the die for a 28. Free man.
I would say that's just fine and dandy. You are correct. This appears to be a wall of force, albeit created by a different source. And you could also have a hero point for remembering that. But you know that if you, besides the red glow, this sort of red glow around the area, it is effectively invisible. So it doesn't have this sort of tangible wall kind of look to it in a way that the blue one did, which was like, that one was like sort of constructed by sort of errant souls from the area. But this one is effectively, you know, they were both effective walls of force.
Hail Krampus.
Yeah. And so and it looks it's perfectly invisible besides the red glow. So you can actually walk up to the edge of that and like look, kind of peer down a little bit and see what's down there. But
Since Kruk is the only one with dark vision, he's going to do that.
okay. Yeah, he waltzes up and kind of does his best, kind of almost at this invisible window, trying to look down over the edge. And you can see it goes down, the bottom is 100 feet below you. And there appears to be some sort of platform attached to the chains, but it's down there. And there's some like wooden kind of like decking around it. And you think you can see what are like some sort of like metal gates, maybe cages? You're not quite sure. Some latticed metal.
Tulok turns to Kruka and says, Kruka, don't touch that. Just be careful. Like that time when Gilda touched the cruel blue light. And then he looks around and realizes that no one in the room was there when that happened. And he kind of puts his head down.
Kruka just turns back. Well, it's your classic hellish pit of evil. We should carry on and find a way to disable this field.
Who was Lady Gilda?
Tulok looks up for a moment and then kind of casts his eyes down and says, she was one of our companions. One of two who fell to Volok. Physic was the other. She was brave, a noble warrior, strong of will and body, strong of faith, and I miss her greatly. And then he just kind of moves south.
Not wanting to comment on the reputation of Physic at all.
I was gonna do it in character, you son of a bitch.
Sorry, that's my bad. Go ahead.
Wow, I guess that Physic was a piece of shit then. He didn't even mention it past that. Probably
You asked
died
about
like a
one
chump.
of them.
Probably died like a chump.
From what I hear, he was a big piece of shit.
Bet he
He
was
was-
real bad at healing.
He was a goblin. And that's about it.
Jesus. Racist.
I'm just kidding. Tulok turns back and says, yes, Physic died in the previous fight with Volok. He was our party healer. Healer of the whole town, actually. He kept us light. His smile, his bright eyes, Even when he hurt us while trying to operate on us. He always kept us going and knew what to say at the right time.
You're like, yeah, he's the healer for the whole town. Definitely not the back alley surgeon for the Thieves Guild.
You paint the dead in a little bit better light.
His reputation has improved since his death.
Yeah, dude.
Okay.
Well, you think Lump's gonna call me out on that? They don't know.
Cracker kind of does, but you know, he's piece of shit.
Is there anything else you want to do in this area before you move on to a new locale?
Does Krucka just hate Physic because it's like, you know, when you like meet someone else's like best friend from when they were a kid, and then there's some sort of rivalry because you're kind of like better friends with them now?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He just keeps getting covered in leeches and nobody else notices.
It does sound like this Volek creature has caused you all a number of issues, distress.
Yes. To be honest, after Valcora, he's my main target here. I sometimes lay awake at night, thinking of nothing else but their destruction. And Tulok continues moving.
All right, that's it for this area.
Quick search of the walls.
Well, wouldn't you know it? I rolled that a while ago, double-checked what thorough search does, and Krucka, you were standing next to a secret door that opens to a teleportation circle.
Ooh, now we can go up and charge that fucking thing. I was waiting for that. Hero point, Krucka.
I would love it, but he's already got 3 anyway. So
Also, your heroism's probably gone by this point
Oh,
with
yeah.
healing and everything, and you're probably back at full health.
yeah, well,
Yeah.
he's still riding the high of that secret door. So he's a hero just on paper, on flavor hero.
Flavor Hero.
Hero
You can heal yourself to full health there, Tunk. And this teleportation chamber is available for you to reactivate.
Mr. Tulok.
Yep.
A circle, don't hate, activate.
Thank you, Krucka. Good eye. Physic would have never caught me.
Oh, he was a piece of shit.
Oh, jeez.
God damn it, you guys. So Tulok turns to the group and says, well, this should take me some time. An hour. I don't know what you would like to do, but I do think it's a good idea to get this moving here. In case we need a quick exit or to charge the die so we can learn more about its power.
Can I aid you in any way?
I don't know. Can you?
I don't know. Can you? Awaken Portal, if I recall correctly, is optional to have extra checks, but it can be done.
Does it speed it up or just act as aid? Or
Doesn't speed it up, it just acts as an aid, effectively, yeah. It's the usual. So you actually have a chance of making
Sweet.
it worse.
Okay, so Tulok turns to Lump and says, yes, that would be great. Perhaps even Azori could too. This is not something that we could do before.
Perhaps I could help.
Glash! Fuck, you're still here.
Yes. Been here the whole time.
That new voice, too. Oh, man. just taking a break over here. It's great. Yeah, so the primary check has to be Arcana or Occultism, and the secondary check's Arcana or Occultism has to match the primary check. So
Never mind.
assuming
I
it's
can't help with
Occultism,
that.
Keep
Yeah,
dancing,
yeah.
gnome.
I'm dancing.
Shuck and jive.
Okay, who's getting in on these? I'm rolling Occultism.
what you run aid DC differently, right? It's the 5 minus the DC to do it.
Yeah,
It's
although...
different for rituals.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Rituals has got their own thing, I'm pretty sure. It's been a hot minute since we...
Yeah.
I don't think we've ever done a secondary caster one, so...
I just need to roll a 10 to aid, so I'll take my chances.
So,
Well, you also need to be the required proficiency rank in the skill to use for the ritual's
okay.
primary check.
Yeah, so for Awaken Portal, you need to be trained. Secondary checks, you actually don't need to be. It's just the primary check, I believe.
Okay.
Right.
Tulok turns to the party and says, "Just be ready in case anything comes out of this portal when we awaken it." And Tulok rolls a 17 on the die for a 34.
Nice.
Lump rolls a 19 for 29.
Yeah, that's that should be plenty. I'm quite sure. That's gonna not be a critical. Oh, would you say you rolled a 34?
Yeah.
35 with my aid.
Shoot. Okay, 35 with the aid. First level is so. Sorry, it doesn't give you the full DCs for all these, but the DC is determined using the dungeon level in place of the spell level. Okay, that's what it is. So dungeon level. So the DC is 31. Okay, so you're 4 over. So regular success on that. But that means you got another.
No bonus or penalty.
What's that?
Secondary check, unless you critically succeed, you don't add anything. You just
okay.
don't subtract anything.
Right.
That's why I didn't bother.
Oh, you gotta be a critical.
Yeah, critical for a +2. That's the only thing. Failure is a -4, and a critical failure is you reduce the degree of success by 1 step.
Jesus Christmas.
Yeah. Yeah, the only thing is that there's some rituals actually have required secondary casters, so that's kind of the thing. But for this one, yeah, so that's why we've never done it. I don't think is this one's not required, and it's just better not to. But in any case, as soon as you activate this portal, Duffy is like, "Oh, Master Tulok, I detect something. This is quite strange. Even though it's not inside me. Check the die. Check Frolics' die." And
Tulok pulls it out,
you pull it out and you can see,
if you know what I'm saying.
you can see that one of the purple side, the purple facet of the die has gone from murky to clear. And the silhouette you can now see within is a hooded and heavily robed humanoid.
Ooh, shit. Tulok is intrigued by this and would like to roll a check to see if he can figure out why.
Yeah, roll me an occultism.
35.
It seems to you that for some reason, this thing is intrinsically linked to the teleportation circles. And it now clicks in to you that all of the facets that are clear match all of the active teleportation circles. And in fact, one of the facets is destroyed, just like the teleportation circle on the surface in the ruins of Gauntlight.
Cool.
That was my brain, listeners.
Not only that, I will save you the step of going to the lights on the arena floor, because this thing appears to be charged by the success of the ritual, gaining energy from the magic you performed here.
Oh, it's a good day to die.
And Tulok shows this and explains his findings to Lump and Izori and Krucka and Glash.
Oh, Glash too? Nice.
Yeah.
What about me?
Oh,
I would
Duffy.
have pointed it out.
Yeah, you're chilling on my shoulder. You already knew.
Oh, okay, right. Yeah, thanks. Go team.
He high fives his stomach. Okay.
Lump bump.
Tulok looks at the brain bits that are over Duffy from Lump Bump and Lump. That's not going to come out. Okay. Shall we continue?
Yeah, what's the plan now?
I'm down to continue. There were doors to the left of us down the hallway, and there were doors to the right of us down the other hallway.
And here I am, stuck in the middle with you.
Son of a bitch, you did it.
I wouldn't have it any other way, Crump.
I prefer Laka.
Laka, I see. Perhaps since
like
the
a flock of flame.
since the portal weird pentagram thing is over there to the west, perhaps we should clear that out first.
We've only found 2 of the 5 pieces, though, right?
Yes, I'm proposing that we clear the doors north and south of it.
Did you find two? We found one
There's
on
there and here. I found
the one on the Denizen of Lang.
Meridians, yeah.
Oh, there wasn't one on the Barbazu.
There was not. No.
Just a nasty beard and some
1 of 5.
racers.
And 5 doors remaining.
Bum, bum, bum. So they head to the west, and just
Into
because
the
I want to make
west.
a decision, the southwest.
Okay. Tulok, de facto leader of the Heroes of Otari, goes to the southwest.
Scott being pushy.
De facto? You mean the only living member?
Tulok, I'd like to make a wager.
Yes,
I'm guessing this is a 10-foot hallway.
I'll bet you a single copper piece.
Deal.
Izori takes out her purse.
Do you want in on this, Azori?
James pulls a 20 out of his pocket.
Silver piece says it's a room.
Ooh,
She says as she spins it through her knuckles.
I'll take that action.
I prefer Parcheesi.
Too rich for my blood.
We just... Master Tulok, didn't we just pick up an item worth 675 gold pieces?
Shut your mouth, Slump.
Thank you for saying mouths. Thank you for saying...
You blink when you're talking to me.
James' victory
gives a
swing
wink,
after
but
that.
it just looks like a blink. It kicks open the door.
that was good. That was a Duncan line.
Yeah, that's great.
What the hell? Oh, shit. So what are we doing? You open the doors? Okay.
Lump kicks open the door.
So you're heading to the southwest side here. You're right up near this massive door with the pentagram on it that's glowing. And you crack these double doors that lead to the south of it. And sure enough, it is a 10-foot wide hallway that extends down to the room that you set off the alarm.
Lump, without turning back, just holds their hand out to collect their winnings.
Whoa. Oh, I guess we never stipulated whether when you said a 10-foot hallway, they meant wide or long.
Well, it was implied that it was going to be 10 feet wide by the double door.
Yeah, well, we were.
Azori can't see into the room, so she
You
just
gotta
drops the silver piece
set
in the
terms
Lump's hand.
efficiently before you go.
I didn't realize I was
You lose those
gambling.
bets.
A wise birds once said, you gotta know when to hold them and know when to fold them.
She paid up. I took a silver out of my inventory.
Lump is gonna be like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realize I was gambling with fiends. I will try to be more specific in the future."
Izori taps her brooch and just looks at Lump, or her bracers and just looks at Lump.
Exactly.
Nice.
Not you. I was referring to Master Tulok here, and Lump still just like shakes their hand, like, "Come on, give me the copper."
Tulok has no problem handing it over.
Okay,
All right, adjust your inventories accordingly.
I have. I finally
As
actually have
have
coins
I.
now.
And Tulak, sounding super not mad, opens the door.
Okay.
Perhaps to the north.
Yeah. Going to the north. Okay.
I'm sorry, Master Tulok. Did you want to make the decision?
Sorry.
Since that's 1 of 5, we can safely assume that the other 4 pieces are in the other rooms, I suppose.
That makes sense, unless they might be on a different level and we have to come back or we missed one.
I don't think so.
I think for now it's probably best to just keep searching, correct?
Agreed. We were given a map, and I believe we've killed almost every enemy except for that large mound above, and perhaps
Don't forget that
The one
fucking
creature-
void spirit in the bedroom.
the Void Spirit, and then the other one is the Velstrak. Or did we go back and kill it? No, we just stole the... I just snuck in all invisible like.
Imagine that there's 4 of them in that mound.
All right.
I still think we should go back and kill that mound at some point.
Oh,
Yeah,
agreed.
we're not walking out of here moundless.
The big Shanragal behemoth.
Yeah, in the arena proper.
Spoilers.
And then the spirit in Belcora's retreat, I think. Yeah, that sounds right.
Void Glutton?
Yeah, the one that murked us in that
the
hidden
void
circle
glutton.
room
Yeah.
that we barely just got out of.
Yeah, that was rough. All right, so you're heading to the doors to the immediate north now?
Yep.
Okay.
And when Lump gets to the door, they'll look back at the party. There's something on the other side of the door.
Izori holds up another silver piece.
It's Lump puts both their hands over their mouth eyes and to stop from laughing too loudly. And no, it's a creature. Unless you want to take that action, but it feels cheating since I know. And there should be some honor amongst gambles.
I was just going to place the same bet.
Oh, that there's a room this time?
Yes.
I believe you this time.
Maybe we can bribe this creature.
She puts the coin away.
Lump will raise their shield and we'll look around to the group, make sure everybody's ready to go.
Grim nod.
Everyone in position?
Actually, Krucka's gonna roll
All right.
up to the other double doors, and we can do a tandem boot open.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Lump will
Tulok draws the staff of necromancy.
That's hideous. Why would you carry that around?
I know it's not quite me.
It does not match your aesthetic at all.
It even changed his voice. Door cracks open. 10-foot wide hallway that extends quite a bit further, about 60 feet to the other end to another couple of double doors. However, along this hallway appear to be several single doors. Actually, let me just double check. Not quite doors so much as cell doors, actually. So like grated
Like on a jail
metal
cell?
bars.
Like a
yeah,
prison.
jail cell. Thank you. We are on the prison floor after all. Words and such. And you can see that they mostly appear to be open. With the exception of one door immediately to your right on the eastern side is closed. But as soon as you boot the doors open with a big loud bang, you hear this bzzz, and this Zebub just pops out of one of the cells and looks down. And is like, "What's the meaning of this, flesh warp lump?"
Oh, Asvel. It's been so long. Come here real quick. I have a message for you.
Zek sends the messages, you know that. Why ain't you on your post?
They sent me this time. The other messenger came down with a bad case of a broken leg.
Zek can fly. I don't see how a broken leg would stop them from doing their job.
Just incredible pain, I assume. I don't know. I'm just following orders.
Very well. I don't know why everyone around me is so stupid.
And the thing turns and looks into the cell and is just like,
Just keep just keep taking the inventory.
and just like starts to fly down the hallway and peers into another cell.
Hurry up and work faster.
Yelling into that one and flies right up to you. And says,
Who are all these new slaves? And why are they so well armed?
You said it yourself that they're the new slaves. They're going to be helping us with guard duty, so it doesn't make sense for them to not be armed, correct?
So why are they all sending the message with you?
Oh, I brought them here for indoctrination.
Indoctrination? What are you on about, lump?
Oh, I was told that you would know what to do.
Me? Oh, what the hell?
The
This place
upper
is
management
going
has
to-
noticed. No, upper management's noticed your skills.
This place is going to hell in a handbasket. Pardon the pun.
And Lump will,
So what's the message?
Lump will just like flick their arm down into a cold iron morning star and attempt to bonk them in the head.
What the hell are you doing, lump?
Nights
Roll for
out,
initiative.
Asvel.
It's making me uneasy. Cracker was about to smack that.
all right, let's get some initiative. against this poor little Zebub. Oh, this could be bad.
Hey, the last one got away from us. We're not gonna let that happen again.
Yeah. Lump, what'd you get?
I got a 14 for a 30.
Okay. And let's see who else we got. Azori?
Also a 14 for a 28.
Nice. Tulok?
26, baby.
All right. Krucka?
21, baby.
Not bad. Glash?
Glash got an 18.
Oh, no baby on that one. Okay, I got you. All right. Top of the order. Lump.
Lump is going to Chumbawamba. They get knocked down. They don't get up again. That is a 6 for a 23 to hit.
23 hits. Yep.
Oh, tub thumping.
Yep. For 12 points of damage.
12 points of damage.
Lump, what the hell?
Oh, I'm sorry. It slipped. Don't mind me. And then we'll swing again. For a 16 to hit. Rolled a 4.
No, that's a miss.
You know what? I'm going to use a hero point. That'll be a 28 to hit on the reroll.
Okay, that hits. Yeah.
For 13 points of damage.
Bam. Okay.
And, you know, you're not supposed to ever do that in this game, but there's gonna be the three-peat.
Yeah, do it.
25 to hit.
That hits.
Hey.
For 12 more points of damage.
Okay. So as you just like triple bam, bam, bam this creature, you can tell that not all of it goes through because they're kind of like pudgy little defensive creatures. They're not much for combat, but they can take a beating. And he's just like, he just starts screaming at you. Izori, what do you got?
Izori, with her first action, will take a step so she can see the Zebub, and with her next two actions, she will cast Phase Bolt.
Okay. Very nice. Definitely getting around that corner, so we don't have to worry about any cover. Roll me that attack roll.
That's a 28 to hit.
Oh yeah, that hits.
With 14 points of piercing damage.
All right, boom. Describe your kill.
She just steps around, flicks her wrist with the rapier, and this gilded, like a lightning bolt erupts out of the end of the rapier and just strikes the the chubby little fly demon who looks like a bastardized cherub.
Yeah.
It looks like a Warhammer 40k cherub.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really does.
So you just like this thing gets that guy gets hit like 3 times, bam, 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 and just turns over his shoulder. It's like dress can, 2 arms, and then just phase bolt just pierces it and kills it. Tulok,
not a dress can.
It's your turn.
Did you just take a not its turn free action to yell back, or
Talking is
Free action yell. Free action yell. No mechanical changes. No turns were made or used or actions. So you just calm down there, booby-goo.
Booby-goo? Okay,
That's what they call them.
Tulok will delay.
Tulok delays. Krucka.
Oh, would probably like to delay too, but nah. He's going to fly into a rage.
Yep.
How foolhardy are we feeling today? Because that Dreshkan is
just looks at you.
Dreshkan is the blind
Sees-
dragon thing with the sonic stuff.
No, that's the Distraken.
Distraken. Oh,
Distraken.
what's a Dreshkan then? Have we fought one before?
Distract.
You have.
It's the little cyborg cybernetic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Flesh.
It's the flesh warped Morlocks
Uh,
that are partially
Lump will see-
constructs.
Lump will see Krucka like fly into a rage, but hesitate for a moment, and just look over and like, fucking send it.
I don't know what that means.
That's metagaming.
And he will,
That's metagaming,
run 25 feet into the room.
Okay, you run, sprint right up, and immediately to your right, you can see an open cell to a Dreshkan. It was just a little quick reminder what they look like for everyone.
That is metal as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is some
Yeah,
cool ass art.
Okay, So,
But yeah, you could probably, you have 25 feet of movement, right? You could get a glimpse of it as you go up.
oh
and
yeah.
just, like, get
So
the
he went
yeah.
in fully sudden charging his way in, is what I meant to say, and sudden charge his way right up there. Strike out with the butchering axe. 30 to hit.
That is a crit.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, boy.
58 damage, 16 of which are fire.
Oh, man. You lay into this thing for 58 damage, and it's just turning around, like, to try and, like, run out of the room, and you just hit it with this axe so hard. And the next thing that happens...
I think I found it.
Yeah.
Because of the movement, though, I like to imagine Krucka, like, sudden charges, like, takes down the hallway, goes past, like, wait a minute, like, does a quick, like, 180, comes back and just swings through the open
Like
door.
a Scooby-Doo
like-
style skid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
And the next thing that happens is you can see farther down the hall is a Dreshkan steps out and another Dreshkan steps out from the western side with their metal arms like tickety-tackety, and there's like these electric currents just kind of zip-zapping all around them, and they just turn like and that's what we're going to call it. Stemming the Tide is an actual play podcast of the Adventure Path Abomination Vaults and is produced by the Uncharted North Network. Stemming the Tide uses trademarks and/or copyrights owned by Paizo Inc., used under Paizo's community use policy. We are expressly prohibited from charging you to use or access this content. Stemming the Tide is not published, endorsed, or specifically approved by Paizo. For more information about Paizo Inc. and Paizo products, visit paizo.com. Music is composed by Will Savino and artwork by Greyhood. Stemming the Tide is recorded remotely using Foundry Virtual Tabletop. If you wish to connect with us or support this project and projects to come, we can be found at unchartednorth.ca, patreon.com/unchartednorth, and on all major social media platforms. Links to all credits can be found in the episode description and our website. Thanks for tuning in.